Hi, this is Mary Bush with Stampin' in the Sand. Thank you for joining me for today's reindeer version of the Cookie Cutter Christmas One Sheet Wonder 1 card tutorials. Today's card uses the reindeer image from the Cookie Cutter Christmas stamp set. This is paired as a bundle in the new holiday catalog with the Cookie Cutter Builder Punch. You'll find it and all sorts of other fabulous products within the pages of our 2016-2017 holiday catalog. At the time that I'm recording this video, this catalog has not gone live to customers. Demonstrators received it and were able to start pre-ordering during the month of August. Yeah, what month are we in? In the month of August. And it goes live to our customers September 1st, so you can start purchasing products starting September 1st. If you do not currently have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like to receive one of these catalogs, give me a shout. I've got my contact information on my blog. Links are throughout this video and in the description below as well. I'll be happy to send out a catalog to you. Just give me a shout, send me your mailing address, and I'll put one in the mail to you. So let's get started here. So this is part of my One Sheet Wonder 1 tutorial. One Sheet Wonder 1 showed you how you could create 12 greeting cards from one sheet of designer series paper, 12 by 12, or 3 greeting cards from one sheet of our 6 by 6 designer series paper stacks. So if you followed that, you already know how to pre-cut and pre-score your cards and your materials. And if you're not familiar, you can just go on over to my YouTube channel and the video is there. It's just under One Sheet Wonder 1 or via my blog. So today I have my Candy Cane Lane Designer Series paper. You can find this on page 5 of the new catalog. And all of my colors for my cards have been drawn from this paper stack. So the great thing about Stampin' Up!, they come out with these beautiful papers. I mean, Candy Cane Lane is just gorgeous. I don't have it. Let me see if I can open it up for you. Candy Cane Lane is just absolutely phenomenal papers. And I can see using these beyond just some of them. I can see using beyond just Christmas. There's some very neutral patterns within this paper. And if you're familiar with Stampin' Up! Product, when we receive our designer series papers, they list all of the coordinating colors that you'll find in this pack. So this used Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Real Red, and Whisper White. So when I created my cards, I used those as my primary core colors. So I have my strip of Candy Cane Lane designer series paper. I'm going to use this confetti side. On the other side is this lovely heart pattern. I'm going to use that in my next card tutorial, but I thought with the reindeer that this was a little too busy, so I'm going to use the confetti. We used this in an earlier card tutorial that I made using the gingerbread images. That was this card here. I think these guys are so cute. I just love these gingerbread men. So this is an earlier video. You can check that out here on my channel as well. So I have all of my supplies. I have my designer series paper. I have my mat. I have a crumb cake strip. It measures 2 1/16 of an inch wide. That's going to be for stamping and punching my reindeer. And I have a thick Whisper White card base. To keep it simple for all of my One Sheet Wonder 1 card tutorials, I have kept it just with a pure white, thick Whisper White card base. You can certainly use a coordinating color if you choose. I just thought for the simplicity of the cards, I would just stick with the Whisper White. I've also I've also stamped a coordinating image on the inside of my card just to give it a little bit more Christmas spirit. So let's get started. I have my Early Espresso ink and my Real Red ink. These are the two that we're going to be using today. And the first step will be to, and actually I'm going to move this so I don't get glue on it. Our first step is going to be to adhere our designer series paper to our mat. Okay, so I have that centered on my mat. Next, we're going to adhere this to the front of our card. And as with my other cards, we are going to go just over 1/4 of an inch from the bottom of the card, making sure that's straight. Next, I'm going to come in with my warm, heartfelt greetings for a very Merry Christmas, and I'm going to stamp that in real red just above my Designer Series paper layer. This greeting is found in the Cookie Cutter Christmas stamp set. And as I've said in an earlier video, I just love that Stampin' Up! Is coming out with more complete sets now where you get all of your images, your greeting for the front of the card, and your message for the inside of your card all within one stamp set. That's just phenomenal. So I'm going to come in, I need this straight on my mat in front of me. I'm going to come in and I see that I have a little red on my block, so I'm going to get rid of that because inevitably I'll make a mess. I'm going to try to line this up without getting my head in there. And there's my message, my warm heartfelt greetings for a very Merry Christmas. Then I am going to flip this over. And actually, I should bring this in because I'm done gluing now. I'm going to come in and I have my greeting for the inside of my card, which again was found within the same stamp set. I'll line that up and stamp that on the inside. Perfect. Now I can put away this real red before something happens to it. I'm going to come in now. I have my reindeer image on my block. I'm going to ink him up good. And I'm going to stamp him on the inside of my card before I forget. Okay, so here is my completed card front and interior. So now we're going to come in and I have my strip here for my reindeer. And I'm going to grab my reindeer back and I'm going to stamp 3 of these. Okay, so I have my 3 reindeer. Now I can punch them out. So I'll show you with the first one. I did this backwards. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so I just lopped off the extra. I forgot, when you're stamping the reindeer, because of how it goes in the punch, you need to stamp them upside down. So we're just going to give him a quick punch. Then I'm going to come along and I'm going to lop this off, feed it in, punch, lop it off, feed it in and punch, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I have now stamped and punched all 3 of my reindeer for the front of my card. And now I'm going to come in with a piece of crumb cake and a scrap of crumb cake and some real red ink and my reindeer again. I'm going to ink up just the nose of the reindeer with my ink. And I'm going to stamp it down on a little piece of this scrap. I'm going to set it aside to dry and then I'll fussy cut it out later with my snips. So I've got that done. I'm going to remove my ink because inevitably I always drop something in an open ink pad. All right, so now we are done. And we can put my mat aside and bring back in our card. And I've got my 3 little reindeer here. And I'm going to start by popping up Rudolph. So Rudolph is going to be my first reindeer here. He's up on dimensionals. So I'll put him up. I guess I'll put him there. Hopefully I left enough room, otherwise I'm going to be moving it. Then I'm going to use some Tombow glue, or you could use snail, whatever your adhesive of choice is. and that's for his buddies. So I'll start on this side to make sure that I've left enough room for his buddies here. So I'll put him there, and then pick him up without getting glue all over me. I'm going to come and put this little guy, whoops, that's a little high. We don't want to cover our greeting, do we? So we're going to put him there. See if, oh, I still have some play in this, so I can slide him down a little bit more. So there's that. Then I'm going to come in with my snips, and I'll fussy cut my little nose. Okay, there's my little nose. Then I'll just come in with some of my Tombow glue, put it over that nose, and then we're going to cover it up with this nose. And there you go. That's it. Wasn't that super quick? I can't believe how fast that went. It always goes so much faster when you're duplicating than it does when you're creating it for the first time. So there you have it. We now have our Rudolph and Friends Cookie Cutter Christmas One Sheet Wonder 1, very long name, cards all ready to go. And I hope you've enjoyed today's project. Once again, if you happen to need one of our fabulous new 2016-2017 holiday catalogs, and you do not currently have a relationship with another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to provide you with one. Simply contact me at stampwithmarybush@yahoo.com or via my Facebook page or my blog, and I'd be happy to put one in the mail to you. All you need to do is provide me with your mailing address, and a new holiday catalog could be on its way to your mailbox. So again, thank you for joining me for our Cookie Cutter Christmas One Sheet Wonder 1 card collection. Next up is going to be a Berry Merry Christmas using the bear image, and I hope you'll stay tuned and check out that video as well. So happy stamping! Stamp with you again soon. Bye!